Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with the collective temperature check for twin flames, indigo children, star seeds, light workers. This is for July 12th through the 18th, this energy. So I want you guys to let me know how this resonates with you. Again, July 12th through the 18th. And this is for, all of us spiritual collective as a whole. And I'm going to dive right into the reading. But first, I just want to give a shout out and show gratitude to all of my new subscribers who subscribe to the channel, to those of you who follow me since my journey, and to everyone who booked readings, who booked sessions. Sunday, I am booked. Again, I posted information about Akashic sessions on the community post, so check out that tab on my channel just to get more familiar with it, or check out the website. You guys can donate to the channel as well. If you can't, no biggie, subscribing to the channel or follow me on Instagram at Chrissy the Crystal Indigo. It's the same form as an energy exchange donation, okay? So guys, don't forget, also check out the community tab post on my channel. I did put the new moon manifestation crystal pack up for you guys, as well as I have a picture of the air of abundance. So those are helping you manifest, bring more abundance into your reality. So go and check that out as well, or check out my Etsy shop. Last time I checked, 4 people had twin flame crystal pack in their cart. So whatever ones you're searching for, head over there, whether the website, whether Etsy, and get what you need, or inbox me, okay? Now, let's dive right into the reading for the collective. So coming out in the past position, right, leading up into now, you know, some of us were in disillusionment. Some of us were not filling our own cup. Some of us were too busy focused on what we lost. And we really just were, in that dark night of the soul energy, or really just low vibrational, right? And so for some of you who this is resonating with, now you see the energy has flipped, like a switch went off. And now as divine feminines, you're finding your power. You're feeling this amazing, like, love in your heart. Some of you guys have communicated with your divine masculines over the last few days or weeks, and you've seen that energy start to shift, versus how, the energy would be heavy, like you would talk, and then like there's that little Houdini trick again, where like it's like, where did you go, where did you go? Right? So right now we're like, in that really beautiful energy of unconditional love. So this is where we're coming out of. And if you notice now that we're shifting to Mercury going direct tomorrow, but remember the shadow phase, a lot of things are starting to clear up. A lot of things are starting to get a little bit easier, not feel so heavy, not feel so tense, okay? But this is what we were in the past, like leading up into now. We were really not filling our own cup. We were really triggered. We were really focused on what wasn't benefiting us. And as that switch went off, as we got those shifts and light codes, because I know a lot of you had those migraines, had that crown chakra action going on, there was a switch. There was like a switch went off. And for those of you who saw your divine masculine, whether he or she in the physical, even if you hugged goodbye, you felt that unconditional love energy, that empathy, that compassion. It was something different. All right. If this is resonating with you, share in the comment section. The next card out, we have the Page of Pentacles. And again, pages, they're making their, they're taking the courage, they're taking the steps, they're getting their courage, they're getting in the steps to move forward, right? And so with the Page of Pentacles, let's dive into that. This is a new deck that I am using. This is the Light Seers Tarot, okay? And so with the Page of Pentacles, it talks about manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news, ambition, skill, and training, financial opportunities, new career paths, new connections, exploration stage, a beginner, earth magic, making plans a reality, right? And so this is what, that focuses on. Again, a lot of you guys have started your online businesses to branch out into the physical world once that takes off. A lot of you guys are deciding, like, you know what, this job that I'm at right now is just going to be a stepping stone for me to build my brand and me to be my own boss. That is the energy. And a lot of you guys are seeing that, you know, those aha moments in regards to your divine counterpart where, you know, you didn't see things the right way the first time as for the divine feminine. And some information has come out where you're like, oh my God, like I overreacted. Oh, okay. You know, I get it now, right? And so you're starting to see your divine masculine more in an unconditional way. Regardless of, you know, what happened between the connection, you're choosing the light, right? The next card out, we have Judgment 20. 2 and 0 is 2. 2 talks about choices, okay? So let's dive into Judgment, okay? And you see this is like really beautiful. It says self-realization and understanding, spiritual awakening, redemption, knowing your motives and your heart to be true, total transparency, a glorious unveiling of spirit. And so a lot of us have been getting those light codes downloads. We've been feeling the shifts and changes within, you know, the universe. Especially for me, I'm a Capricorn rising. That's my ascending sign. And when the lunar eclipse was in Capricorn, it was just like a switch went off, and I was just like, oh man, get me together. Like, you know, every different moon phase, or if there's a super moon, or if there's a solar eclipse, it hits me the hardest. And a lot of you out there that are very high vibrational, you'll understand what I'm saying, right? So you definitely have to ground yourself more. You definitely have to throw on a couple extra crystals to keep you, you know, protected and aligned. But with this Judgment here, it's, you know, with Saturn, especially once Saturn goes back direct, you're going to see more abundance. However you sowed your seeds, that's how your seeds will come back to you. However you dished out your karma, whether positive or negative, it's going to come back to you that way. And I'm a living testimony to that. Last October, it was 10/10, and that was when Saturn and Pluto went direct. It was just like all these abundant blessings just flying out of thin air. And I was just like, wow, like the universe really loves me, like really got my back. And so this is very beautiful to come out in the future position. And this is just communicating to you that everything is going to work out in your favor. You will get your justice due. Okay? The overall energy, look at this. For the spread, the world, number 21, 2 and 1 is 3. 3, I always think about the ascended masters. So with the world, you know, like, you know, whatever you want, whatever you need, it's going to work out in your favor. Wherever you're meant to be, that's where you'll end up at. May take a different route, but you will always end up where you're meant to be, and you will always have what's meant for you. All right. So with the world, completion, joy, wholeness, achievement, happy endings, abundance, success, new levels of consciousness, literally traveling the world. So a lot of you guys with your spiritual gifts are going to go on to be teachers or open up like little spiritual schools, things like that, or even offer classes online, you know, on your YouTube channels, to where you become well known to do it all over the world for others who want, you know, to learn how to develop their gifts and bring their light into the world. So this is very, very beautiful here. And you notice in this spread, it's not about the signs. You don't see a specific sign here. But what you do see is, you know, if you think about sacred geometry, there you have it. And then you have the flower in the middle, right? And so a lot of you guys have the gifts to work with sacred geometry. So I know for me, I chose the Metatron's cube. And I love it. And, you know, once a month, I change my crystals and I charge my Metatron's cube. So this is really awesome for you guys. All right. For all of us as a collective. Let's dive into the Twin Flame Oracle deck, okay, by Mystic Moon. So let's see what comes out for the Divine Masculine. So for Divine Masculine, this came out a couple days ago. Victim. And so in their mind, they're going back and forth. Like, that's that victim energy. Then there's that, you know, compassion, empathy, love energy floating around. Like right now, it's in between. It's trying to balance itself out, right? Are you guys agreeing with me, those who are on the same wave as I am? Remember, we're all on different waves. The next card out is action. So this is the energy of your divine masculine. They're ready to take action. They're ready to put their best foot forward. They're ready to, be their true, genuine selves. And they're ready to, for some of you guys, they're ready to come up and apologize and take ownership and accountability. They might haven't said it yet, but it's on the way, because they're starting to feel the things that you've been communicating to them about all along, okay? The next card out is healing. And so this is what your divine masculine is dealing with right now, going through. They are going through their healing. And what's really cool is when you align your chakras, when you are getting yourself together, your divine counterpart feels that, because you guys are one, right? When you send your divine counterpart your masculine loving energy, right? They feel that. So the divine masculine is going through a huge spiritual awakening, ascension process. And, on the inside, they're being healed. The next card for divine masculine, divine feminine, came out. So for a lot of you in the collective, your divine masculine is realizing that you are their divine feminine. They may think of it as a soulmate. They may think of it as like an angel, like, this person has come into my life and just been such an angel. But for those of them who know what divine feminine means, they know. For those of them who are a little bit lost in the sauce, they're feeling like, I'm blessed to have this person in my life, or, I really feel like this person was sent to me by, spirit, God, source, divine. So this is beautiful. The next card out will go into the feminine spread, divine feminine. So the first card out is devotion. So divine feminine is being devoted right now, devoted to divine source, spirit, God, devoted to his or her dreams, devoted to the business that they are starting, devoted to walk this mission that they were given in regards to the new age of Aquarius, right? The next card out is forgiveness. Divine feminines, for those of you I'm channeling to tonight, you guys are in this unconditional love energy. Like, yeah, you get mad a little bit, but then immediately it switches. Immediately it turns to something else, right? That heart chakra energy is just beautiful right now. And some of you woke up within the last couple of days and you're just like, listen, I know what this is. I know divine source, God, spirit has our best interests in heart. There's no need for me to stress anymore. There's no need for me to argue anymore. There's no need for me to worry about, will they be back? Yes, they will be back. They always come back, right? So for the divine feminines, I'm a divine feminine. We saw so many times where we felt like we've lost our divine masculine forever, when it's like, oh, I'm never going to see you again, like all of the BS. And then somehow, some way, we're magnetically brought right back together, right? And so when that happens, you're automatically thinking in your head like, okay, this time, if my divine masculine leaves, will they be gone forever? But you have to get out of that energy and just know that you're always going to be a part of each other's lives, because you're already one at the soul level, okay? So that's what divine feminine energy is, and in regards to forgiveness. With the next card coming out, we have union. So again, for a lot of you in the collective, there will be unions happening, whether it be marriage, whether it be you guys teaming up together for partnership, whether it be, you guys starting back over fresh, however it resonates to you. But this is the energy that the Twin Flame collective is moving towards, especially on the divine feminine's end. Okay, and this card also showed itself when I was shuffling, so I know this is very significant. The next card that came out is pause. So divine feminine is just like, you know what? I'm just going to step back. I'm still going to hold the space. We're in a good, place right now where we're not arguing. We're actually being able to communicate, via text or via email, however you guys communicate. And there's no, static. Let's keep it this way. Let me pause. Let me, focus on what I've been called to do, right? And look at that, how she has the sun in her hands, right? This is all healing, all healing. Let me pause, because the divine feminine has definitely been doing a lot of work on that heart chakra, healing. And what divine feminine is even noticing, each time the divine masculine tries to go run off and do that runner chaser dynamic, it's that much easier for divine feminine to get back in the power. even if they fall off the course a little bit, get triggered a little bit, it's that much easier for them to get back right back on track where they were, right? The last card for Divine Feminine, Ascending. And so, Divine Feminine is sending higher and higher and higher. Remember, we are the leaders. We lead, Divine Masculine will follow. They will catch up. So continue to focus on your ascension process. Don't worry about the Divine Masculine too much, especially if you guys are in that space where you can actually cordially communicate to each other. Leave it at that. Let Divine Spirit, Source, God handle it, because we can't keep getting in the way of what higher, power is trying to do for the connection, right? And so that's what we have to be, in that full state of surrender, saying, you know what, I trust, I can keep moving forward and know that everything will align the way that it should, okay? So for the cards that wanted to show themselves, we had Dark Night of the Soul. All right, so some of the Divine Masculines or Divine Feminines, you can go through that too. Shadow work. So we know the Divine Masculine has been working on this shadow work, very tough. For some of the Divine Feminines, if you're in the early stages, you're working through this as well. The next card is Abandoned. Abandoned. So for some of you, your divine counterpart feels like you left them out in the cold. You had their heart wholly, but they feel abandoned in some way. And for the Divine Feminines, that's because you're stepping in your power and you're not putting all of your energy, all of your time into your Divine Masculine. Okay. The next card out is Contemplating, right? Contemplation. Sorry. So with this card, it's like, your divine counterpart is thinking, you're thinking, just, running everything back through the mental space and really trying to, make that right decision. But you know what? It's not our decision to make. It's up to Spirit, Source, Divine, God when it comes to this connection. Now, what is up to our choice is how we move forward. But when it comes to this connection, we can't decide. You can run all you want. But when Spirit, Source, Divine, God get a hold of you, I don't think you want that type of work. So that's why they're saying, and you can watch any channel, that's, up to date with what's happening with the collective. You're either doing it willingly or you can do it unwillingly, which one you want. Because I don't think, I've had my share where, trying to run from my gifts, trying to run. And then one night I was like, forget it, I surrender. Because for some of us in our contracts and for divine reasons, we don't have options of free will. In some scenarios, we don't. Whether it be your gifts, whether it be with your divine counterpart, you have to let go and let God, okay? So let's dive into the overall energy, Divine Masculine. So Divine Masculine's energy was all over this reading. And that's because they're discovering it's something special about them. It's something special about you. I am the Divine Masculine. I will, acknowledge who I am in my time. Or when Spirit, Source, Divine, God allows me to understand. But the Divine Feminine's card came out in the Divine Masculine spread. And now this is coming out, the Divine Masculine's card for the overall energy. This is a beautiful reading. All right, so let's dive into the Moonology spread. Let's see what's happening with Divine Masculine. What should Divine Masculine focus on during this time? It says, work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. So Spirit is asking, Source, Divine, God is asking, work through your fears. What are you afraid of? What are you fearful of? That you could actually be loved the right way? That you could actually be something bigger than you thought you could be, right? For Divine Feminine, a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo, right? Make sure you're giving to yourself, right? If you know in your heart that all you've done is give, you're that type of person where you just openly give from your heart, and you feel like this card doesn't resonate with you, look again. A time to give rather than take. So for some of you, you need to be giving to yourself, regardless if this says, a time to give rather than take, because some of you don't even know how to give to yourself because you've been giving to everybody else for so long. And then for those of you in the collective, it's time to share your gifts. It's time to, show what's inside of you, what you're made of, what God, Spirit, Source, Divine has made you of, your lineage. It's time to share that knowledge. All right? So this is beautiful. The overall energy, see that? You are very close to achieving your goal. Give it moon. You are very close to achieving your goal. Give it moon. So again, continue to just let your light light up the world. Continue to do what you're called to do in regards to your life path, purpose, and mission. And continue to hold space and have unconditional love for your divine counterpart. I'm not saying be a doormat. I'm not saying, not be who you are because you feel like it's going to shake things up a bit. I'm saying hold the space. Choose to have unconditional love. If you need to and you feel their energy so heavy sometimes, send them healing light. Because that's when they're thinking about you the most. You can feel that. Okay? So let's dive into the wisdom of the oracle. First card out for Divine Masculine. I smiled when I saw this. Treasure Island, number 9. 9 talks about completions. No, 9 talks about endings. Sorry. So with Treasure Island, it's exactly what the theme of the card is. Treasure Island, having, everything you need, having all your resources. This is beautiful. And they're realizing, like, I can have the job that I want and also have my divine feminine. I can have it all. I can. With Treasure Island, it says the law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. Right? This is a beautiful reading, guys. Yeah, I'm going to read the relationship part for you guys just so you can see how this is connecting, because I wasn't going to read it at first, but hey, we got to get the information while it's good, right? Hot off the press. All right. So it says your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. Wow. And this is for the Divine Masculine. Now tell me if I'm lying, I'm flying, right? Okay, for Divine Feminine, we have Y. 3 and 1, 4, right? We have Y. And so this card has come out so much over the last couple of readings. And it's a beautiful way that the author puts the card together. And it says, motives, drive and intention, the power of knowing the why. So it says, there is a great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives divine the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. Right? Check out the overall energy. Loyal heart. 3 and 5 is 8. Loyal heart. Isn't that cute? So let's dive into loyal heart for you guys. So if this reading is resonating with you, don't forget to comment below, like, share, subscribe. So for loyal heart, it says fidelity, loyalty, devotion. So it says evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. And so when it talks about the relationship, it says your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have been many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. This is the overall message, guys. I'm telling you, your cards are your cards. Do you see how divine masculine resonated with divine masculine, divine feminine resonated with divine feminine? I tell you, and look under here, soulmates. Wow. All right, guys, let's dive into the new deck. This deck was calling me for a month now, and I said the next time I see it, I'm going to purchase it. So this deck is called Star Temple Oracle. Okay, Star Temple Oracle, and this is by Susie Cherub, or Cherub. And so I wanted to do this because it talks about the divine feminine's energy, and so I felt like we could use that extra support to help get us through, being the fact that the DMs are majority of the time lost in the sauce. So the first card out is 10. Athusa, Sun Goddess, lift off. I open my senses to feel delicious pleasure and passion. All right. So this is the energy for the divine feminine. And so let's look over that information for you. So this talks about start, change, and play. So Elsione's daughter of light, Athusa, brings tidings of a fresh start and exhilarating new beginnings as the sun goddess. She encourages you to rise like the sun and dance with the stars. Be playful, open to change, and you will feel vibrant once again. Ventures that you begin now are blessed with abundance and success. The planning you do personally and spiritually will bring miraculous change to your life. Enjoy the journey and celebrate the wins along the way with gratitude. Lift off. Open my senses to delicious pleasures and passion. All right. Next card. 12. The Huntress. Quest. The Pleiades light my quest to be wild and free. Right? So remember, a lot of us are from different, places. You can resonate with Pleiades. You can resonate with Orion. Like, there's so many different ones. And so with the Huntress, we'll dive into that. It says quest. The Pleiades light my quest to be wild and free. So a moon goddess and huntress, Artemis guides you to embody your uninhibited and carefree authenticity. Like you, she always has her eye on the prize. Through focused dedication, true aim, and faith in action, you will hit your target. Artemis encourages you to stay on track, do not get distracted, and you will be triumphant. You've got this. Do it in your own unique way and enjoy the journey with the moon. Artemis and Sisters of the Pleiades, lighting your way. It says your intention is magnified and your pursuit promises to be bountiful. Next card. 36. The Cosmos, ascend. I connect to oneness and expand my awareness. All right. I connect to oneness and expand my awareness. So let's dive into 36 for you guys. And you let me know how you like these cards. I just want to make sure I got everything for you. Yeah. All right, here we go. So it says, you are in a powerful cycle of spiritual expansion. The opening out into oneness consciousness accelerates your spiritual growth and psychic awareness. The realization that we are all connected opens up your psychic sight to reveal a clear connection to higher realms. It says the sisters of the cosmos are supporting you to extend your awareness to the infinite potential and possibilities available to you. Lift your vibration and ascend into the Pleiades vision of unity. Willingness to see a higher vision creates expansion, right? I know a lot of you can resonate with that. The overall energy, the enchanter, dream. I wish upon a star and my dreams come true. 2 and 1 is 3. Remember, 3's Ascended Master. Okay? So, let's dive into this for you guys. So it says, hope, manifest, celebrate. Seleno, the enchanter, encourages you to reach for the stars with insight and hope in your heart. Your wishes will be granted. Enjoy yourself and celebrate your achievements and wins along the way. Magical momentum leads to copious blessings. Follow your heart's desire with optimism and bliss. The sky is the limit and the universe is expansive. To dream extravagantly. There is an infinite supply for everyone. Kaleno is here to help you claim your divine inheritance with heartfelt appreciation. All right. So let me know if you guys want me to use those cards more. I really like them, actually. The overall message, 35, Lapis Lazuli, star. It says starlight. It says my inner vision guides me to my higher purpose. So a lot of you really have to work on your third eye and your crown chakra. And tune in. When you ground to Mother Earth Gaia, call on Mother Earth Gaia and watch the difference. Check out the how to work your gifts video on my channel, or the Raise Your Vibe, and that should help you. There's also a healing in the Raise Your Vibe. Okay, this is beautiful. All right, so last deck we're using is Work Your Light. For Divine Masculine, we have Keepers of the Earth. So it says, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So a lot of your ancestors, a lot of my ancestors are supporting us during this time. You feel them, you feel their energy, you feel that little, you know, when the hair raised up on your arm, like that beautiful, like giggly kind of, like, you know, the butterflies that you get when you feel that special energy. And so more than ever now, the veil is so thin. Our ancestors are definitely supporting us and standing by our side, and making sure that we stay protected, that we are covered, okay? For Divine Feminine, 2 cards came out. The first one is Lumeria. And so it says, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. We are definitely changing the vibration. We're raising the vibration, because instead of responding the way people do of the world, we are responding in a way that Spirit, God, Source, Divine has guided us to. And that's responding with love, regardless of what the situation is, or even if your back is against the wall, right? The next card for Divine Feminine, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. We are definitely going through a huge purge. And some of the things that our divine counterparts, you know, that will really like tick us off and make us want to just, rah, you know what I mean? Like, you guys understand what I'm talking about. Now it's just like, oh, okay, cool, you know, whatever. Like, it's not like we, you know, we don't care, but it's just the energy and the shifts and the changes and the light codes that we've all been like given over these last couple months. It's like, we know where we're headed. We know what we need to focus on. Who has time to sit there and be in low vibrational energy, or consistently try to explain to someone, hey, we are on a mission together. We known each other in past lives. Like, you don't want to keep repeating the same story. So now you're like, you know what? Spirit, God, Source, Divine, you got this. Let me do what I've been called to do, while you know, that I'm aware of what I'm supposed to do. And that's what you're focusing on. You're healing. That's why now when your divine counterparts come back and they try to pull that ghosting and fear crap, it doesn't bother you as much. Maybe a week you'll be, oh my God, like, and then you're right back where you were before. Finding your strength, focusing on what you're called to for your mission, and being grateful for everything, even if you haven't received it yet. Okay? The overall message, protection, call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. And so if you've been watching the posts that I've been putting on the channel, this is exactly what's been happening. Letting go of what no longer serves or grow you. Being in alignment. If it's not aligned, I do not have the time. Simple, right? Guys, this was definitely a beautiful reading. I want you to let me know what you thought in the comment sections. If you would like to book a reading with me, whether twin flame, life path purpose reading, or even book a session, whether it be energy healing, Reiki, Akashic records, just check out the website. That information is below in the description box, and I'm sending all of you lots of love and light. Take care.